First store of the day back in Delaware. So I just finished at my first store for today. Today was a little bit of a late start because I had a meeting to go to. I am currently somewhere in PA. I do not remember. Oh, I'm in Exton, PA. And then I'm going to Wilmington, Delaware for my second store. And my third store is in Elton, Maryland. And then I'll be back to Pottsville, maybe. I should have a couple more hours. I still have some drive time left. About 8 hours of drive time left. So I'm going to do that. I'm looking really rough. Like, it's so hot out here. My first store only had 3 pallets. So I am going to be on to the next one. And we'll see what happens from there. The other side of Walmart. Gotta walk to your door. My trailer is in the shop. We were looking for it for about 15 minutes. And yeah, it poured down rain and it had no brakes. They were down to the rivets and the back tires had flat spots in it. So we've been waiting to get that done because our trailer was supposed to leave over an hour ago. So this is one thing that you do not want to do when you're a truck driver. Always do your post-trip. You're always do your pre-trip and your post-trip, because if anything is found on your trailer that something is wrong with it, it comes back on you and you get in trouble. So always do your pre-trip and your post-trip. Check under your trailer, your tires, your brakes, everything. And they will give you equipment and tools to check those things. They will give you tools and equipment to check those things. So always do the right thing, because you don't want to get in trouble and make somebody else late. I look like a hot mess, but I haven't recorded in a while. It's been, I think, 41 or 42 days since I last recorded for this video, but I've been editing my Q&A, or commonly most asked questions. So that's a little bit of the hold back with my posting. And I've been super tired. So that's the other thing. Right now, I'm at my first store. At my last store, I am covered in grease on my shirt and on my arms, and I still have my sunglasses on, and it's dark outside. And look how bad my hands are. Like, ugh, gross. Can never have anything nice. Hands always dirty from pre-tripping and other stuff involved in the trucking world, so not always going to be pretty. I've been having a very difficult week now that I'm back working my schedule, and the schedule change and the back and forth of the days is very rough on me right now. It's like I can back into the stores, into the docks, and drive without instruction. but now when I get to the yard, it's like I can't park for anything, and I am driving a Freightliner now, which has terrible turn radius in comparison to the International. I don't know, I'm just really tired and stressed out, making like little but just mistakes here and there, and it's really driving me crazy. I'm fine with my pre-trip driving and backing into the stores, but it's just like the little things now. It's just difficult. I'm not really going to go into detail about the things, like the mistakes that I made, because I just don't feel like it. And it's just, I don't know. It's like I forgot how to back into a spot at the distribution center and to get the truck back in the parking space when I have to back into it. So that's been kind of hard. But I need to get sleep, so I'm not gonna ramble on. And I'm outside trying to take advantage of this cool air because it's been really, really hot. And in Maryland, where I live, it was 113 degrees. And here in PA, it's been like the high 90s, like 98. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna try to take in the scenery and just enjoy the trucks going by and whatnot. So, I'll talk to you later.
And also the tire killer, because people roll shit with their tires all the time.
This is a traveling rock, people. It's been places. How do you... Swift must have been here.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh, that's a mud flap.
Yep.
Mud flap. And then the dock I have to back into.
That was just moved recently, the fresh dirt.
Normally, the stores are supposed to sweep out the trailer, but I need to keep moving because I have a drive back, and it took forever to get in here. I am currently sitting in the yard resting for a little bit. I've been off for about 35 to 40 minutes. I showered and I'm just resting so I can make my 3-hour journey home. I'm gonna sit here and rest and hopefully edit some videos, and then I'm back to work on Tuesday. Well, first of all, the moon is pretty okay, well that's not gonna do it any justice, but the moon is really pretty. It's a darker orange than that. It's just the light on my phone is making it not so pretty, but it's like this deep gold color, so it's really nice. I wanted to talk about a little bit about yesterday, and this is future Bianca here. Yes, I know I'm being a baby about this, but it's the first time I ever saw a deer get hurt and ran over. Same thing happened like the next day, so I don't know. I'll get over it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to talk about. Yesterday I went to, well, technically it's 2 days, or technically this morning, early this morning. We went to go pick up a trailer, and it was on this dark road, 25 miles an hour, for you to drive on, going both directions, 2-lane road. Pick up my trailer, and I stopped kind of at the entrance because nobody was coming in. It was just a closed shop where we were getting our trailers fixed, and while I was doing that, there were 2 baby deer right in front of us, and they were just so adorable. No clue where their mom went or where their mom was, but they were both sticking together. I'm assuming that they were siblings. And this car starts coming down the road, and it spooks the deer, so they're running in the street, and the one in front gets hit in the head so hard, and he's just in the road having a seizure and all this other stuff. And it was sad because when he came out of the seizure, he was trying to get up and he was trying to run, but he couldn't. I'm assuming I don't know. I don't think its neck was broken. Its head got hit really hard. And the guy was I don't know how fast the guy was going, but it doesn't matter because really deer get hit all the time. But it's just sad. And he didn't even realize what he hit. So he came back around and saw that he hit a baby deer. But he hit a baby deer, and me and my trainer, we were debating on whether or not we should move the baby deer out of the road. And we were debating on it because we were on the clock and we were working, but we both get out the truck. We don't really have any gloves, and we moved the baby deer out of the middle of the road. And this is really hard to talk about. I'm kind of getting emotional, but I don't really want to cry right now. So when we pick up the deer, the baby deer is just grunting and he's just hurting, and we get him in the grass. His other sibling, before we got out, the other baby deer was standing there looking at his sibling, trying to figure out why he wasn't moving, and he was just standing there watching him, waiting for him to get up. But then he went off into the woods, I guess, somewhere. So when we pick up the deer, the baby deer is just grunting, and it's just the hardest noise to ever hear, because you just know the poor little baby is just in pain. And all we could do was move it out of the street. And his eyes slowly start closing, and we're talking to him, and I'm petting him, telling him that I was sorry that he had to go through that. And I just hope in that moment when he started fading away and his eyes were closing, I really hope that when he got hit in the head so hard, I really hope that he got knocked out and didn't really feel any pain or anything, because he hit really hard, his head really hard on the edge of the car, like at the light. Really didn't want to leave him there by himself to die, but of course we couldn't stay there and wait till he stopped breathing. My trainer checked his heart rate. We were hoping that he was gone, and just sitting there in the truck putting in the rest of my information for the trailer that I'm moving. He's just sitting there and he's like still breathing, and his breathing just got slower and slower. But I hope that he was dead in that time, because if it was just like his nerves and his muscles just moving, because sometimes after anybody dies, like, they can still have breaths or movements, but it's just the nerves and the muscles. It just happens sometimes when you die. Because when I put my dog down, the lady was saying that there could be signs that they're like breaths or movement even after the heart stops, but my dog would be dead. And she checked his heart and he was gone. But it was just the hardest thing to leave the baby deer on the side of the road. Well, not on the side of the road, well, basically he was in the grass, and I just really did not want to leave him. I just wanted to comfort him as much as I could, just petting him gently, but we had to leave. And we were thankful that we moved the deer, because a tractor trailer came down on the road and was driving slowly and was trying to make a U-turn on a 2-lane road. And the baby, if he was still alive, he would have gotten crushed. I don't know, why am I crying over a deer? But I mean, it's a baby. It's a baby, and I know that these things happen and life happens and deers get hit all the time. But I have never seen an animal get hit before. I've never seen a deer get hit before, yet alone it being a baby. So that's why it's hard for me. Same thing with humans. I'm just a crybaby when somebody dies. I don't even have to know you. People I've worked with, they pass away, I cry. I am I don't know, I care too much about every single life and every single life that was lost, because I care too much, maybe you might think, but I really do care a lot. So yeah, that was last night. It was just so hard, and I couldn't stop thinking about the baby deer. That kind of really ruined my night, and I still had to do other things. yeah, hopefully next week is a better week. I'll see you guys then. Bye. Squirrelington. Squirrely. I haven't recorded a video in days, and one of the reasons was because I had to go take my hazmat test, and thankfully I passed my hazmat test. On your 90th day, they take you off the road if you don't have your hazmat. I got lucky because, I don't know, like my fingerprints came back on one end but not the other, and technically I wasn't supposed to take my test, but thankfully they are not making me retake the test since I passed. Yeah, on your 90th day they take you off the road. They put you on a safety hold because home office in Bentonville, Arkansas, they want you to have your hazmat because you might have some hazmat loads. And then on your 120th day, if you don't have your hazmat, you basically get fired. So if you're going to join the program, or if you're in the program currently, or you graduated recently, get your fingerprints done. In Maryland, they do things backwards than they do in PA. You can take your hazmat test whenever, and then you do your fingerprints. But in Maryland, they do their fingerprints first before you can take your hazmat, and it takes a while for the fingerprints to come back. So please make sure you get your fingerprints and stuff done and study for your hazmat. It is an easy test. There are some people who do not like the hazmat test. It can be hard, but it's really easy. And I'm going to make a video about the hazmat stuff. I took notes and I took like the test on multiple different things, but when you go to the MBA, it could get a little bit difficult because they have trick questions and things are worded differently. If you fail 3 times, they're gonna make you wait 6 months, and by then you won't even have a job because you'll be at your 20th day. But that is very important to do right away. Let's see, did I put my pen here? Yeah, I've been losing my same pen over and over again, and it's just frustrating. But what I'm doing currently is making a load log. So I normally have all my logs. This one got wet, so it's kind of blah, but I have my loads here and everything that I've done, my mileage. I even have it on this paper and a checklist. I am going to get my professional camera and make a video about that so I can have it pointed down while I'm doing this to show you guys how you can keep track of your logs and stuff. This is also very important. I do it this way because it gives me like an artistic thing to do, and I like art, and this is how I keep track of everything instead of, I don't know, I just like colors and whatnot. But I am going to be doing my logs, and I normally put my name on it just because if I lose it or leave it in somebody's truck, I can still get it back at the end of the day. And I normally do when I do my week log, I try to date it, the days that I'm working. I don't remember what I was saying because I had a phone call. So I'm gonna make a video on how to do your logs. You don't have to do them like I do. All this stuff is in your tablet, but writing this stuff down helps you in the long run, because when you put your load information into your hours of service, it's easier to have it written down. I write my truck number, my route number, trip number, trailer number, load number, trailer location, and how many miles I've driven for that day. That's just what I do to stay on track. Everything has been good. I'm just so excited to be back. Technically on my second day, when I start at 1700, which is 5 p.m. today, I will be on my third day. It's gonna rain a lot. It's been raining for a while because of the hurricane that's going on. All the rain and stuff is moving this way. Getting back to the yard today was pretty fun. I wanted to make this video a little bit longer. I don't know how it's gonna do because I take so long to upload right now. I just wanted to see if I should make a longer video and see how that goes. And when I get on my own, I already planned a few videos that I'm going to make. So if you guys have any suggestions or ideas, let me know. If it has anything to do with the Walmart pre-trip, I can't really tell you about it, but I can most likely kind of walk you through a pre-trip, especially one to get your CDL. For now, I'm not really focusing on that too much because I am still in training and I need to get my miles and focus on that. That's why I haven't really made any other videos, because it's stressful and I really want to focus on getting my stuff done and together so I can make the right choices and decisions, and so I can be the best driver that I can be. And I can't really do that if I am focusing on making videos, because this job is not about the videos. It's about being educational, and it's very important for me to focus on my learning experience and my education in driving a truck. So that's why I haven't really posted much since I've been here. I keep all of my maps. I need to get my portable binder thingy-majig so I can have all of the rest of my stuff. I just like to stay organized and make sure that I have everything that I need. I'm in the passenger seat today because of the weather. I look horribly rough after taking off my hat. Maybe I should put it back on. But I'm going to give you guys a little truck tour. This is one of the trucks that I'm going to be driving on my assigned schedule. And it will be here until the end of the year because we're getting all Freightliners. But this is my International. So of course you're coming into the door. You have the steering wheel and the pedals. Pedals look different in the Freightliner because the gas pedal is one straight line. It's not like a car one, for example. But then you have all of your stuff on your dash. We have lights up here and there. Passenger seat. We have the buttons on here. They're on the same side as the driver's side, in the opposite chair. And then we have our radio, all of our buttons and things that we use. We have our tablet, cup holders, and the thing I like about Internationals is that they have the cup holders in the doors, so that's very nice. We have our permit books. And we also have some storage areas and stuff for like a CB. This is the CB radio link up, but it's not here. The Wi-Fi and the tractor. Internationals have paper towel holders, a couple other things. Here, I'm not opening this back up, but this is where you store your clothes. You have a refrigerator, which is not really clean, but I put my stuff in there. We have a drawer, miscellaneous stuff. Internationals have a pull-out table on this side. Freightliners have a pull-out table somewhere here. We have another place to store your stuff. So yeah, you have a lot of space here. And then in the internationals, you have these little areas where you could put stuff up here. And then we have the bed. I'm still unpacking, so nothing is set. But it is an extra large twin. And then we also have the top bunk up there. It has windows at the top and bottom. In the internationals, I think the Freightliners only have windows at the top, but they have like a little vent that you can open up. So here we have stuff to plug up your phone. You have the APU unit to turn it on and off. We have cup holders and stuff in the internationals here by the bed, and we have a couple other things. And then under here we have, it's gonna be noisy because the air is on, but we have like Edison plugs, like your wall plugs in your house. Those are right under the bed in the internationals. And the Freightliners, there would be behind the seat and a little thing. So yeah, that is my truck tour.